right. I really feel that you guys are dirty tonight. Like, I don't even tell this many penis jokes, and I love penis. So it shocks me that you guys are all dirty. But that's okay. I still got some good jokes for you about gay sex and whatnot. So any of you homophobes, have fun tonight. So first off, I have to talk about something that has just blown my mind. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but there's a new teaser poster out for the Yogi Bear movie. And you're probably like, okay, whatever. The tagline on it is, "Great things come in bears." Now, I'm not upset about the innuendo that's at this for a family film. I understand that's a little inappropriate. What I am upset about is the copyright infringement, because this is actually from another film I've seen called Yo Gay Bears. And in Yo Gay Bears, I can promise you that great things do come in bears, on bears, around bears, and sometimes in their eyes. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'm so glad to do things like this. I love doing things like this. Not for the charity aspect. Fuck that shit. She's my dead mom. I can make jokes, people. Awkward. But I love doing charity things. But I also love doing these things because it gives me a chance to reach my one goal in life. The one thing I've been like trying to achieve since, I don't even know when. It's my favorite thing. The one thing I'm working for, which is to change my Facebook status to in a relationship. That's really all I want. I don't want anything else in life. I don't want to try anything, but I just feel I won't validate myself as a human until that's happened. And like, here's the thing, okay, maybe in real life I'm in loads of debt, I'm a little bit less than skinny, I borrow money from my dad every other day, but online, I am fucking awesome. At least 20 pounds lighter, depends on the day. Photoshopped, no blemishes whatsoever, and I am popular. 447 friends. Bitches. Anyway, so if any of you are open for that, a 2 to 3 week relationship, that's all I need. It doesn't need to be special. But whatever. I am single. I've been single for a long time, and I started going back and reflecting on some of my exes and thinking, when you do that, you're like, well, what about one of my exes? Could I date them? And you end up usually just having sex with them. But you do think about dating them, and so I went back to one of my first exes, one of the ones that I've had for years, Marky Mark. It was a very torrent affair. But it was lovely, and it was fun times. But I'm a little shocked because I was reading up on Mr. Marky Mark, and turns out he has said he will return to music, okay, if he's allowed to sing a duet with Mr. Justin Bieber. Alone, that's crazy, because I don't know why Marky Mark thinks his music career was based on his singing abilities. I've seen every video, and they are one step away from gay porn. I'm just saying, there was a reason why we had a long relationship. But whatever. I do love the Biebs. I follow the Biebs on Twitter. I'm not going to lie. I'm all over the social networking. I'm on the Facebook, the Twitter, the Manhunt. Those of you who are straight, Manhunt is just like Twitter, but instead of seeing twats, we see penis. So it's kind of fabulous. But I'm all over those. I'm trying to pull back, though, because I was addicted to Facebook. And the reason why I'm pulling back is my father is actually now in love with Facebook. He's on there all the time. And, like, let me just tell you, I was so lucky that my mom passed away before that craze. Totally missed that photo of the dead mother on Facebook. But my dad is on it, and he's addicted to it. He has more photos tagged than me on Facebook, which is ridiculous. And he doesn't quite get it. Like, he will poke me and be like, haha, I poked you. And then he'll send me a text message being like, I poked you. Which is not something you want to hear from your own father, but, we are from Alberta, so it's not that different. But so my dad, he's such an interesting man. He's from Alberta. He's always one step away from a NASCAR race. And having a gay son was a shocker for him, but he's so funny. I love my dad to death. You got to visualize him. He's about my height, but he's got curly hair and a huge belly. Thank God I'm not that fat. Fingers crossed. But he also likes to wear belt buckles that are like this huge, like World Wrestling Federation belt buckles. And he's so proud of them because they advertise his company. My dad is a car salesman, which is fabulous. Oh, sorry. In Alberta, they don't sell cars. They sell trucks. So, his belt says trucks. And he goes in with his, sells his cars, and he's got this giant handlebar mustache that he is absolutely in love with. He's had this since I was a little kid. And one time I asked my dad, Dad, what the fuck is up with the handlebar mustache? And he turns to me and says, you want to know why? It turns the ladies on. Yes. And licks from one side to another. It is so difficult for me not to tell him I've seen more gay men with that same mustache than straight. He doesn't, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, it's a gay mustache. It's for eating ass. Ticklers. Just saying. But yeah, My dad's so funny. Growing up, he always had these grand dreams of like doing crazy things, and like he'd be like, "I got the greatest idea, kids. We're gonna do the awesome, coolest thing." So one time he decided to take us camping, right? And my dad's idea of camping is always grand, but never works out because my dad has very, very poor budgeting skills. So first off, he goes, "Okay, we're gonna go camping, but first he has to go to the police auction." Little note for you: all of my stories with my dad start with police auction. Graduation, let's go to the police auction. Moving off to university, go to the police auction. My sister's baby's birth, let's go to the police auction. So he loves going to the police auction. So he goes to the police auction, and he comes back with this camper. And he's so proud of this camper. He's like, "I got it for under $500. Which is not something to brag about at a police auction, that you got a camper for under $500. But he loves it. So anyways, he says, "We're going to go camping, kids." He loads us all up into the trailer, right? And then he goes, "Okay, be right back, kids. I'm going to start the car." And he goes out, and what he does is he grabs a hitch and moves it up and down for a good, like, 2 minutes. And we're in the back seat. We're like 12. We're like, "Oh, this is the greatest trip ever. Whoa, awesome." And he stops, out of breath, and he goes, "Okay, kids, come on out. We're camping." We are on our fucking front lawn. We toasted marshmallows on the barbecue, and our scavenger hunt was cleaning up the front lawn. He still brags about it, about the summer of 98. He's like, "Remember that camping trip we took? We should do that again sometime." I love my dad to death. I really do. But c'est la vie. I do have one other thing. I have a confession to make. I spent the last 4 days on a staycation. So I've done my favorite thing in the world, which is not talking to a single soul. I love just sitting in my house and watching hours and hours of Disney Channel and Family Channel. Yeah. These are some of the worst shows in history. I have seen everything that Raven does. I know why Hannah Montana has to do both sides now. Okay, both sides of the world. And let me just tell you, Zach and Cody do have a sweet life. They really do. But I've realized from watching these 18 hours a day of Family Channel that knowing the difference between Zach and Cody is not a bankable skill. You can't put that on your resume. It's very disappointing. I'm really upset. But the worst thing that has come out of my Disney Channel, Family Channel obsession is my obsession of a little group that's on there quite often called the Jonas Brothers. Not just any Jonas Brothers, but the Jonas Brother, Mr. Nick Jonas. Now, I know what you're all thinking. He's not 18 yet, not for another 67 days, 2 hours and 45 minutes approximately. Not that I'm counting out, but he is too pretty not to be 18. That's what I tell myself in my head. But because of him, I've now had this new addiction for 18-year-olds. It's safe. I'm from Alberta, guys. If they have teeth, I'm happy. It's really true. It's really true. So I like going on dates with 18-year-olds in Ontario because of, here's the reason why, you can bribe them with alcohol. Okay? No word of lie, it's the only time I can ever say a six-pack ever got me a date. So I was supposed to go on this date with this 18-year-old. We were going to go to a movie, and we're on the way to the movie, which we chose to go to Toy Story 3 because everything else was rated R, so he couldn't get in. So we were on the way to the movie, and all of a sudden I get a text message from him because they don't know how to talk in person. They don't know how to talk on the phone. It's always text message, and he goes, "I can't come tonight." Which, you know, my instant shock is, well, why not? I can come every night. Like, seriously. This is a geezer. Goes off every morning. Geezer? That's, oh, awkward. Anyways. Cum jokes. So I text him and say, "Why not? I can come every night." And he texts me back and he says, "Because I'm grounded." Do you know how hard, and hard is the operative word, it was not to text back and tell him how turned on I was right then and there? That is the ultimate blue balls, if you ask me. Anyways, that's all I've got, folks. Thank you for coming tonight.